So this is a changelog for the next alpha playtest of Dark and Darker. It's tomorrow, December 16th, and runs for like a week. If you're not familiar with Dark and Darker, you should check it out during that time. It's a really fun, I don't know how to describe it game. It's a really fun game, though. So what they're going to change, though, is normal dungeons. Now there's going to be 18 players per session, and this could change anytime. They're going to get rid of the 3-man portals, if you're familiar with those. So that's going to make it way harder to get out as a team. And then encounters are common and elite grade monsters with extremely low chance of being nightmare monsters now. And low drop rates for epic items, extremely low drop rates for legendary items, and no chance for unique items in these normal dungeons. But they added in this next thing, which was not in the last test, which is called a high roller dungeon. This one, 20 players per session. It can change anytime. An Ante system. Basically, everybody who enters must pay a gold fee. We don't know what it is yet. I think rumors are it's 150. And then very few blue portals spawn and many more red portals spawn on the starting floor when you're in the high roller. So it's a lot harder to escape on the first floor. So you have to go two games basically before you get out. And again, no more 3-man portals. So they want it to be harder to, coordinate what to do as a team. Then also in this one, you can counter up to the nightmare grade monsters, better drop rates. And it's the only way that you can get unique grade gear is a chance to drop from bosses. So probably floor 3 for the most part. And then new magic system. All spells have a specific memory cost associated with them now. Magic users can customize which spells they wish to memorize through the spell capacity system, and your knowledge determines which spells are at your disposal during the game. The order of the spell memorization is important. If your knowledge or spell capacity stat dynamically changes during the game, the last memorized spells may become available/unavailable. So what that means more specifically is if you change gear, like say I have a ring on that increases spell capacity, and then I change it for a different ring or take it off, then I suddenly won't be able to access whatever spell. Or if I don't, if I find a ring that has crazy knowledge or spell capacity, it may, unlock one of my other spells for me through the match. Anyway, lots of new spells added to the game, including Ice Ball, Zap, Lightning Strike, Bind, Cleanse, and more. Can't wait to see what and more is. I would assume that these first 3 are wizards, and I would think Bind and Cleanse are cleric, which is so I'm excited about Bind. Bind sounds insanely OP in an actual team setting. We'll see, though. So map updates, new Crypt map tiles added, overall map size has been increased, which sounds fun, well, sort of, I don't know, because they added more players, but at the same time, I don't know, it just depends. Better for solos, much better for solo play. More spaced out starting locations, which is also good for solo play. Floor level 3 redesigned, we'll have yet to see what that means. More production quality map modules and less block out modules. I'm not 100% sure what production quality map modules are. I mean, like, the cathedral type room, church room versus like the little tiny connector rooms. So less connector rooms, more big cool rooms. Like I'm not sure if that's what that means or not. So monster updates, new nightmare grade monsters. Now the monster grades go from common, elite, nightmare. So I guess elite is going to be like the skeletons with red eyes before. If you guys never done the red eye skeletons, that were really strong. And now there's another one after that. So new mob types added. So they added a demon centaur mini boss. I don't know if that's going to be floor 3 or floor 2. We'll see. And they updated the Lich and Ghost King mechanics. As for the leaderboard only tracks achievements from the high roller dungeons. Wanted murder and killer outlaw kills are only counted when you successfully extract. And then they have major balance updates. Now this is where we've got some actually really interesting stuff if you played the last playtest and you're actually interested in this game. So first off, new junk grade designation for starting gear items, whatever. New uncommon grade items between common and rare items. So now there's common and then there's white and then blue and then purple, I guess. And then rebalanced weapon damages, including slightly improving the damage of starting weapons, that's a really good thing. I think that's good for the game, in my opinion. Refreshed stats on armors, new armors, including Barbuda Helm. Some armors now give magic resistance stats and other bonus stats. And this is also really important. Slightly increased movement penalties when swinging your weapon. Heavy weapons will feel heavier. That should help bring in line the halberds and those heavy weapons a little bit at least. Where right now, how it was, a fighter could just sprint at you with a halberd and 2-tap you, and there's nothing you could do about it, basically. So hopefully that'll kind of balance that. And then the Rangers got nerfed like hell. Not like hell, we'll see, but they got nerfed some, at least, which is really important. The Rangers were OP. New headshot damage reduction modifier mostly appears on helmets. New projectile damage reduction modifier mostly appears on plate armors. So that should help bring Rangers in line a little bit, at least. We'll see how much of an effect it has, what percentage damage reduction that ends up being. Invisibility potions now have durations based on their rarity grades. Sounds cool. Campfires now have varying durations based on their rarity grades, which I'm curious to know how this one pans out, because what was the one before? So if they all had the same duration, which one has the duration of before? Because is it going to be that like say they all lasted 10 seconds before, is the white one going to be 10 seconds and then purple's now 15, like an additional? Or is it going to be like, now you got to buy the best one just to get the old campfire? Like, I don't know. As a cleric, that's actually really important to me as someone who plays cleric. Anyway, several new perks and skills, including multi-shot, kinesthesia, ice shield, and more. Ice shield sounds really strong. The rogue is no longer able to equip the rapier. Ooh, that's a, I don't know, I feel like a nerf. I mean, it's definitely a nerf, but like, how good was the rapier compared to other options? Anyway, added 2 new rogue weapons, stiletto dagger and Chris dagger. Improved the feel of daggers so they feel less sticky on hit, resulting in slightly improved DPS. Interesting. All chests, regardless of type, now have a chance of dropping epic grade items, even in normal dungeons. All right, cool. Now, we got some really interesting changes. They added a quiver system. So now bow weapons fire a limited number of arrows before they must reload their quiver. The number of arrows in the quiver is based on the type of bow that is equipped. Okay. And the ranger's attack-based skills have the added bonus of auto-reloading their quiver upon activation. Okay, so that's cool. You can, so cooldown management will be really relevant for, ammo. I don't know what the reload's going to be like. Is it like you're fletching arrows? How long is that going to be? Is it like 5 seconds, 20? Like, I don't know. We'll see. Now, this I'm really interested in. They're going to add a mining and crafting system in this game, but mining. There's a new pickaxe utility item. The pickaxe can also be used as a melee weapon by all classes. New ruby silver ore deposits added to the maps. Adventurers can mine by equipping a pickaxe item and interacting with an ore deposit. The armorer, weaponsmith, and alchemist can transform ruby silver ore in their service tab. So you go to the armor, weaponsmith, alchemist to transform it, and then you can craft items with it from the armorer, leathersmith, and tailor in the service tab. Is that what they mean? No, maybe not. Wait, armor, yeah. So yeah, that's gotta be what it is because armor's in both. Okay. And then cosmetic shop. I want to point out version 0.001, which is effectively them saying like, do not take this seriously. This is literally just a test. Anyway, we are testing out possible cosmetic bonuses and an experimental shop. Players acquire, I really like this a lot, by the way. Players acquire adventure currency similar to earning experience points. The main difference is that adventure currency is only banked when you successfully extract from a dungeon. Experience point is earned regardless of a successful extraction. Players can spend their adventure currency to unlock various cosmetic upgrades. Please note this system is only in testing. None of the cosmetic upgrades carry over to other playtests as everything here may change. Upgrades and prices may change at any time. All right, and they also have some last things here. Party system improvements. Players can change characters without needing to get reinvited to their party. That's actually going to be a really nice quality of life. Added the leave party button. That's also really nice. Added the ability to kick and block members. That's also good. Added the ability to turn off party invitations through party menu. That's good. You can now chat with party members in the main menu. Now, that's really important for random pickup groups. They need to have a better way of matchmaking with random people, though, but at least that's a start. Anyway, party chat will not appear properly right now if you have streamer mode enabled. And then there's a Christmas update and Easter eggs. A strange and traveling merchant named Nicholas has set up shop. Festive decorations in the tavern. Be sure to check out our friendly new tavern master and more commemorative Easter eggs. So that's it, guys. That is the changelog for this next alpha test of Dark and Darker. If you don't know what Dark and Darker is, December 16th, which is tomorrow, 2022, go play it. You will like it, maybe depending on if you like PvP. It's an extremely, extremely fun game. If you're a diehard and you just want to see the patch notes, basically, that's what's new in this test. I cannot wait to play it. I'm going to be playing it the whole week because the game is insanely fun. Well, there you go. That's the Alpha Playtest 3 changelog for the next Alpha Playtest of Dark and Darker.